place to win the championship. The 5 lights are on now. Choas is on your left, AntzMatz is on your right, and we're away here in Italy. A decent getaway there by AntzMatz. He looks like he's got the jump on Choas. As in the back going, we see Renault going very, very wide there, and it looks like Choas already defending from Antiv Beacon down towards turn 1. AntzMatz looks to have held the lead, and Antiv goes round the outside of Choas and towards turn 1 and 2, and gets into P2. As Danny holds V4 there, he's not able to make a challenge further up. Nomad gets up into 5th place ahead of Futile Smile, who out-qualified him early on, as Boris Letterbox already making moves up into 8th place. But at the front, it looks like it's Choas and Antiv Beacon down towards turn 4. Choas around the outside of turn 4, and he gets the inside of turn 5, and he's up there in towards P2, as there's Danny down towards Lesmo 1. He's got to get this move done. He makes contact with Antiv Beacon, but he's got the position, and he's up into P3. Nomad slips through there in towards P4 as well, following Danny through. Antiv Beacon is falling down after making a brilliant getaway there, and he got up into P2. He's now down into P5, and down the back of Antiv Beacon is Futile Smile, but Antiv Beacon's on the back of Nomad and having a little look down towards the sky. He looks to the inside, he can't make a move though, as Danny he's in P3, but he's been under pressure already. Beacon on the back of Nomad already, with Slipstream and DRS next lap not enabled yet, but he moves to the inside with Antiv Beacon, has a look down the inside. Can he make the move stick? No, he can't, but on turn 2, maybe around the outside he can get it, and it looks like he has, as he's up into P4, and Nomad has to slip back into P5, but Ian Boy has got up and made a mistake. Antiv Beacon has made a mistake, and Nomad slips through. Looks like Ian Boy around the outside, he's going to get through as well. He's made contact. Ian Boy is round and off the track. Antiv Beacon as well loses time. He loses quite a few positions, but Ian Boy, who's made a good start and a good end to the season as well, is round and down to 14th place. Only Vapid Coop behind, who's no longer in the race.
A few times down here. Can he make the move? It's going to be round outside. I think he's in the softs. Company tire, so you would not normally back him here. Round outside he goes, but I think Futile is going to make that move there, but he's actually made contact with the wrestlers. Antiv Beacon's now made the move back up into P7, and that was really clumsy there from the Lord wrestlers there. He's kind of made contact there, and he now lost 2 positions to kindly to make any sort of move on the drivers. Yeah, he's looking at it, he's going to drive it down the inside. It's a Daniel Ricciardo-esque move on the Red Bull, but Nomad, he defends him, he leaves the room, but he closes the door now. Futile now going on the grass, he's going to have very vulnerable Yuki that Predator is going to go round outside, but he's on the car, he's managed to hold it. Incredible piece of driving there from Yuki Dark Predator. Now will Antiv Beacon fight round outside? He will, but he's been squeezed off, there's contact. Yuki Dark Predator, he goes off straight on across the chicane. He's going to get a 3-second time penalty, and Antiv Beacon will go off, and he's now going to have to look behind flagging.
That Antiv Beacon is off the track at Lesmo 2.
And Kingley,
yeah, it's Lesmo 2. Yep, Kingley, that is at turn 2. So the teammate of the leader of the race has spun around. The leader of the race is under pressure from this man, DannyF31, 3 tenths of a second as they come onto the straight for lap number 8 of this race. Here we go, on board with Danny. Where's AntzMatz going to defend? Is he going to be able to defend? AntzMatz goes to the inside, Danny to the outside. Who's going to lead us to turn 1? Danny or AntzMatz? Danny on the outside, AntzMatz on the inside. AntzMatz breaks later, but on the outside of turn 2 he might not be able to hang it in there. He does, and AntzMatz has got the inside line now for turn 3, but Danny's a little bit ahead. He's eking ahead a little bit. I think he's running a bit less downforce, keeping him ahead. As round the outside of turn 3 we go. Now the inside of turn 4 belongs to Danny, despite being behind, and in towards turn 4 we go. Danny's backed off, AntzMatz holds the lead. Brilliant battling between 2 rivals. But Danny's not done yet. It's in towards Lesmo 1. He had a look out the inside, but he couldn't do anything. Lap number 9 now. AntzMatz on wide. And this is the opportunity for Danny to go down the inside before you even hit the DRS zone. And Danny is going to lead the Italian Grand Prix through RFL and takes the lead here, and potentially takes a little mini stride, a small step towards the championship. But he's still a long way yet, because he's got to hope that AntzMatz really falls off now and falls down to low.
And AntzMatz, he comes in at the pitch, you've seen him struggling, and there you go. Now looking further back from P6, Nomad comes at the pits, and Futiles now will follow him as well. So a lot of the drivers coming into the pits now. This will be the medium compound tires. It's Antiv Beacon picks up penalty. Yep, oh, it's for corner cutting. So he must have came off. I thought it was a level red devil pitting and Futiles now. All
with us on the outside of Flying Gozzy. Flying Gozzy holds it in the inside of turn 1 and gets the position. Sorry, just doing.
And that is really not going to be worrying for him, but not what we'd want. And if he wants any chance of podium, then that's going to get slimmer and slimmer. Like so, Choas, that Predator, and Rosie all got no penalties at the moment. They do Choas.
Predator
oh no, he doesn't.
Breezes past. Nah, Dark Predator just breezed past on the mini straight. He span it, he was in the lead, and he was on for a chance to potentially... Oh, he span it into the pits. He managed to get slowed down in time without a penalty. But, yeah, Dark Predator was on for a potential...
He's going to get held up by his teammate.
That's now not... Yeah, that's now not an opportunity as Fugo AntzMatz up into second place. As Flying Rozzy comes out the pits. He's on a 4-lap old set of softs I've got on my screen. Oh, never mind.
No, I've got a fresh set.
There we go.
Yeah.
As Rozzy picks the second penalty of the race, as UK Dark Predator goes ahead of Royce as he's in the gravel at Ascari and spins it around. Royce, lads. Oh, he's hit Boris. He has just hit Boris. Where is Boris? Boris is in the wall down at Ascari as well. That's disastrous for both of them. Boris in the wall, Grizzla's in the wall, oh, in the gravel. They both get back on track, but Boris has no front wing, and I don't think Grizzla's will have much of a front wing either. To lose any time, and he's got the slipstream on Schweiz now. He's going to move to the inside. He's got the run on the inside on Schweiz. And he's going to get up into P4, but Schweiz is going to have a look down on Futile Smile as Flying Rozzy down the inside eventually of Futile Smile as well. He gets into P3 and Flying Rozzy has made the move, and it looks like he's achieved that goal. It's now out of the parabolic we go, down the main straight. DRS for Rozzy. Is this going to be an opportunity for Rozzy to take P2? Will AntzMatz fight this hard? Towards the inside we go. Rozzy for P2, AntzMatz for P3. And that move is done very easily by Rozzy there. AntzMatz doesn't put much of a fight up, and Rozzy is up to P2 as Dark Predator to AntzMatz. But as Danny comes in towards the Parabolica, he's going to win this race. He's going to do everything he needed to do to win today, and he's going to do the maximum he can. But it's not going to be enough as he comes across the line to win here in Italy. AntzMatz in 4th place is going to come across the line, and he's going to win the championship by a virtue of scoring more points. AntzMatz comes home in 3rd. He wins the championship, and AntzMatz is your new RFL champion. You see Flying Rozzy come home in 2nd place in the race. Schweiz comes home in 4th. Futile Smile in 5th. Dark Predator in 6th. Ian Boy having a huge crash down the exit of the Parabolica. He'll come home in 8th now. He'll get the points.
And Danny to become the 3rd champion of RFL, and well, he definitely deserves that. P3 in the end for the Renault man, and he will be happy with that, and obviously happy with being crowned the RFL Season 3 champion. And I think that has been a good race for Danny as well. 1st place as well, we'll be happy with that, but obviously just not enough. I think the damage was done in Brazil in that last lap last week.
Yeah, that was a very crucial race for the championship. If that race went the way it should have, well, not should have, but the way it was going to pan out, Danny would be your champion. But it's not the way it panned out, and it turns out that the way it panned out means that AntzMatz is your champion. And what a season he has had. All season, he was a surprise to me at the start of the season on how constantly good he was, constantly he was performing. He was quite, just not to be mean, but he wasn't amazing last season, but this season he's really put it up, and he's really put up an amazing fight, and he's now won the title. As AntzMatz joins the party, Callum, would you like to interview him as Season 3 champion of RFL?